We saw the US dollar declining from 107,586 back to 103,905 last week, and then this decline comes like 5 days straight to the downside. So we are in a daily time frame. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You understand? And on Friday we have a negative NFP result. So what are we now looking at going to the next week in the US dollar? So after we saw the 5 days straight declining, this going to the next week, what we are looking for is a retracement. But if you check what is on this chart right now, we have a Fibonacci retracement. So we can see that price has settled at 61.8 retracement level, and if you view further, you see that this is a demand level. This is a very strong demand level that we might see a retracement from going to the next week. So what I'm actually looking at in the DSY is a retracement to the upside. That is a bias, that is US dollar strength going to the next week, and then this might last for a couple of days or probably a couple of weeks, because next week is a CPI report week. We have CPI report and a PPI report. So if you check this line again, there is a trend line of validation around this area, and then we have a break of trend line here where price come back to it and then create some sort of support level at this area, then break this high, then we have a decline from this back to that particular trend line level. So for me, I think starting from Monday we should see price bouncing off this trend line, but don't rule out the possibility of price still bounce, come and form some sort of a rejection around this area before moving to the upside. So this price might range a little bit around this area. Again, you might not see a sharp move like that, so we might see like 3 to 4 days ranging, and then the next couple of weeks you might see price started going to the upside. For me, I think price should come back to this area, even if you are going to have another sell setup that will break this to the downside, and we might see price DSY coming back to 100. So let's see how it goes right there. But for me, next week we should see US dollar strength coming to play out in the market, because we will see what play out, that we see that on a 5 days consecutively, sorry, we have US dollar declining back to 103,509.05. And the funny thing about last week price action is that it's just somehow like you hardly pick what to trade last week, and if you eventually pick what to trade, what you notice is that maybe you are going for 50 pips. Trade might not even hit you, like let's say 30 pips in profit before you see a retracement back, and price might be back to your trade, to your break even. So that's one of the uninteresting things we saw last week. So market is just summer, but this week I think we should have some volatility in the market, and then market should give us some nice pips that we can use to we can bank on and withdraw. So let's see. If you are just joining this channel for the first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ambafx. This is where I bring you the latest insights in the world of forex market, the fundamental and technical. So do well to subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section. So we have the list of the verified brokers and then verified pro firm in the description box. So do it to register, deposit, and start trading. A big thanks to all of you that has been supporting this channel, giving your opinion, and then sharing the video. So before we go to the individual currency, because this week we don't have much currency on our watch list, we just have like 7 or 8, and then probably most US dollar pairs are not really part of it. You get so, and but we have some big move this going to the next week that if you cut those moves, and then if you are a swing trader, you will make a lot of money. So let's check the economic activities of next week. So Monday is a quiet day, no economic activities on Monday. On Tuesday we have dual job opening, and then on Wednesday we have the inflation report news, which is the CPI. So the CPI is forecast to come below the previous one, and then even the year over year is even predicted to come below the previous reading. And then we have the Bank of Canada press conference on Wednesday. On Thursday we have the PPI. So on Thursday we have the PPI report on Thursday, and then we have the unemployment claims that comes every Thursday on Thursday too, which is predicted to or forecasted to come above expectation. So finally we have the GDP and the prelim US consumer sentiment. As you can see, the only economic activities we have next week is from the United States, you get, and then from Canada. So we have the rate statement from Canada, which they forecast 25 basis point rate cut from the 3.0 previous rate. So let's see how it goes right there. So we don't have much on economic activities across the currency next week. The only one we have is from the US and then Canada. So let's see how that impacts the market next week. So one of the important thing of letting you know the economic activities is that you'll be aware of the news and the time a particular news wants to drop, so that you will not go and be at the wrong side of that event. You get, sometimes you just play safe. Probably you might not want to place a trade around economic activities, you get, so you might just want to sit on your hand, then probably enter after that particular news. Or probably if you know the readings and then you understand fundamental very well, you might make money trading the economic activities. The first one I want to check is GBP US dollar. As you can see, for me, I see that we have GBP USD breaking this resistance at 1.28121. So what I'm actually expecting on this is for price to do a big pullback. So I'm expecting a big pullback to the downside, as you can see. So I'm expecting a pullback to this particular area, because if you check, this is the level of demand. So before we see another move that will break this, and then we'll see a move back to 1.30331. So I'm expecting a big pullback from 1.29102 back to 1.25638. So this is where I will be taking my bye if I want to enter. And then if I see a selling opportunity from here, then I will actually enter. So this is a daily time frame. So let's just check the 4-hour time frame. Or let's check the 1-hour time frame. As you can see, it's showing a sign of rejection at this particular area. So for me, what I'll be doing is just to place a horizontal line around that particular area. So if price did not break this to the upside, then I will be looking for a sell opportunity. But if there is a break of that level to the upside, then I'll be waiting for price to come here before I will be looking for a opportunity to enter a big rejection to the downside. So these are the major things I'm looking. But if any of these did not happen, I will just sit on my hand and be watching how market reacts to all this level. But I'll actually indicate the level I'm looking at right there. And some of you might say that why not this area? For me, I don't see price rejecting at this area. What I can see is that price might do a big pullback back to 1.2563, like what we are seeing in the DSY. That kind of pullback is what I'm actually looking for on GBP US dollar. So on Euro US dollar too, if you check the daily time frame, there's a rejection at the supply level, and then a daily time frame supply is a very indicator that you might have a rejection at that particular area, and then it is a strong reversal indicator, as you can say. So price has rejected previously last week. So for me, I believe that price we might see price doing a massive sell-off back to this particular area, back to 1.06057, before we see a bullish buyer. But maybe price may actually come back and break 1.09354. So let's see how it goes around this particular area. And then if we didn't see any rejection around this area, as said, so you can be looking for a rejection at this particular area right there. So let's see how price reacts to those area. So that's what I'm actually looking at on Euro US dollar. So a big pullback to the downside. So using a daily time frame, you can see that there is a rejection around this area already, but we can't see for now until we have price. If I want to enter this kind of thing, listen to me, I'll wait for price to break this low. So which means that if I'm waiting, I'll actually wait for price to do something like this. So if this low got invalidated, then we'll see a pullback that will not create a new high and then a sell setup back to this demand level. So that's what I'm actually looking at on Euro US dollar going to the next week. So it's on my watch list as well. On US dollar JPY, all I'm actually looking for is a sell setup, but we should have a pullback back to that. We should have a pullback back to that trend line where I will be selling from. And then if we have a pullback to this area, I'll be looking for a selling opportunity at this area, and then a take profit at 148.02. So this is where I'm looking for a sell buyer to enter my sell buyers at that particular area. And if now I have a big pullback, this is my safe zone right here. So the safe zone is at 151.093. Immediately we now see that price break to this area, then buyers change automatically. But if we still have price below 151.093, can still be looking for a bearish buyers back to 148.02. So that's what I'm actually looking at on US dollar JPY. So the next one we want to check is Canadian dollar JPY. For me, I'm looking for a buy setup around this area, because if you check the higher time frame, you see that our area is a very strong support level. Even though we have a break of this already, but price is anticipating a rejection at this one. So you can see that we have a lot of rejection candle around this area, which means that buyers are here. Here is first rejection, second one, probably third one, and the fourth one. So which means that what I'm actually looking for around this area is a buy setup. And then if you check this candle, this did not close below this. Even there is a weak rejection candle around, but it did not close below this low, which means that we might have a big pullback around this area. So for me, my long position will be here around this particular area, and I will target this as my take profit, and then we have our stop loss below this, so which give us 1:3 risk to reward. So at market open, we are going to enter this particular trade and see how it goes right there. So one of the big move I'm talking about is coming from GBP. See this move. So this move will give, if this move goes through and it is valid, you make a lot of money trading this if you are a swing trader. For example, let's say you enter this area, your stop loss should be above this always, and then you target this low right here. This is a massive pips, and then this is a 4-hour time frame, as you can see. So this is massive. So this is one of the move I'm actually looking at on GBP AUD. This massive move, if it go through or went through, then if you enter, you make a lot of money, because if you enter, you will make a lot of money. As you can see, there is a sign of rejection at this area already. So if we don't, and see this run off to the upside, so which means that there will be a retracement, you get. So there might be a retracement back to the downside, and if the retracement wants to happen, the retracement will be deeper, you get. So in one of your competition accounts, probably maybe if you are trading a profit competition, you can just enter this trade and delete it end of the month, go and check the results, you get. So you might have bagged big amount of pips back to this particular level of 1.9935 something, you get. So apart from that one, we have GBP CHF, which is, I'm looking for a buy bias on this particular setup. From this area, probably your stop loss should be below this level, and then target the next high as your take profit. So this one is just simple for me to see. Like, I just see it. So this one is very, very straightforward, you get. So you can just enter here and then take your profit at the next high. Excuse me. So that's it about GBP CHF. So another one I want to talk about, another big move, is the GBP SND. So I'm trying to speculate that we might start having AUD and SND strength next week, but let's see how it goes. But if the AUD and SND weakness continue, then we'll see GBP SND and GBP breaking that particular level. So the GBP SND will break to 0.26418 level, you get. So let's see. This is another big move I'm anticipating. Coupons will make a lot of money if you probably enter this sell setup back to this particular area, which is a support or level of that trend line. So this is a big level, and this is for our time frame. So guys, these are what I'm actually looking for next week. These are the trade on my watch list next week. You know, there are not many, because if you check other peers, you might not likely see the price action you are looking for there, you get, unless you just sit on your hand for a lot of time and allow your strategy to play out. And you remember that not trading is one of the aspects of trading. Again, you even make money not trading, because you don't lose what you have already. Sure, you understand? So you need to be patient for your analysis to play out. Not that every time you open a chart you see something, you enter. No, you have to be patient for what you're looking for to play out before you enter any trade. So this is the weekly forex forecast. So do well to subscribe, like, and share, and see you next week. Don't forget to trade safely, and don't forget to use your protective stop loss.